What is going on, guys? Skip here, and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back with some 4-day cricket as we take on Surrey at the Oval. Now, if you have joined us in the last couple of episodes, you would have seen that Pjizma and the boys have let us down a little bit. We started the 4-day season off so well, winning our first game, but currently on a 4-game losing streak and sitting 8th on the ladder, in which we are not happy with at all. So a change of plan today. We're going with the Bazball positive cricket. We're putting our head over it. We're making some runs. We're taking some poles. I can't wait to see what the Big Red can do out there. I'll catch you at the toss. If you do enjoy Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll make 100 in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. Here we are, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Oval for this first-class match between Surrey and the Outlaws. Pjizma Pant keeping his spot at number 3. No Haseeb Hameed, but we can remember that Hashim Amla does play for Surrey. We have picked him up a couple of times in our early career. We do have Wayne umpiring us today as the coin goes up. Tails is a call that never fails, but it fails us today. And on a hard standard wicket at the Oval, Surrey have chosen to bowl. Interesting. Practice wickets and a good wicket. Let's see how many Pjizma can make out in the middle. Well, out he comes. It wasn't too long before he was out in the middle. 5.5 overs bowled. Tommy Curran into the attack round the wicket. He bowls a short ball, and Pjizma gets on his back foot and whacks it through mid-wicket. I got far too excited then, but he's off the mark with a couple, and we don't like Tommy Curran. Any team with Tommy Curran in it will set Pjizma off. Curran round the wicket. This time he bowls in Pjizma's slot. He's not messing around today. He wants the Outlaws back on the map. Get in, son. Show me your arms, Wayne. That is beautiful cricket. 2 balls faced, 6 runs scored. It doesn't get any better as he's around the wicket and Pjizma leaves maturely this time. We haven't spent a lot of time batting with Slater. Look at this field. 4 slips, a gully, another gully, a backward point, and Pjizma plays this in the V to mid-off. Well, I don't really know what he's trying to achieve at 140 clicks with all these catches. No mid-wicket or square leg. Very fine leg. And he's there or thereabouts, and he's hitting Pjizma on the pads. Wow, wow, wow. Maybe there is a little bit in this wicket. 33 for 1, last ball of the 7th, and Overton steams in. He bowls a half volley, and this one nibbles away. Pjizma plays and misses, and boy, what an over of cricket. Well, Tommy Curran over the wicket. 3 men on the leg side. He bowls an absolute stinker, to which Pjizma hits quite late. He was expecting it a little bit quicker. They come back for 2. Oh, get back, Slates. Oh, he does in time. Lucky. So that we're going to be a lot more positive in our gameplay here. The run rate's 4.7 to start. Curran steams in. He's on the hips of Pij and he flicks it behind square. Is it fast enough for fine leg? It is. That rounds out the 8th over. Nottingham 41 for 1. Well, it didn't take long. Into the 10th over, and we have a spinner on. Verdi in which he has quite a good record against Pij. First ball he gets forward and defends. He and Dom Best seem to take the mick out of him a little bit. Short leg goes in. Pjizma pre-meds and he gets that sweep shot nicely. Boy, he's creaming them today. It goes for 4. The crowd start to make their way in. What a contest with bat and ball do we have today. A tossed up one from Verdi. Pjizma pats it to mid-off. It concludes the 10th. Nottingham 47 for 1. You wouldn't expect too much spin in the first session of day 1. It's a good batting track. The runs are flowing. The spinner needs to be accurate here, and Pjizma looks after him. Oh, he hits it. He hesitates. Do they get a single? They do. That cleans up the 12th over. Nottingham crawl their way to 57 for 1. Well, Curran continues. None for 37 off 5. I told you he was trash. He bowls a short ball, and Pjizma French cuts it all the way for 4. Suck on that. Go and get a haircut, bro. You're trash. Well, we needed some luck. comprehensively bowled in the last couple of episodes. Curran goes short, Pjizma plays and misses. Oh boy. You can see the plan. Curran wants to go short. Pjizma really looking to attack him today. Hit him out of the attack. Another short ball, and this one whizzes past his chin. If he goes there again, the pull shot is well and truly on. Mid-wicket comes in. Pjizma walks across this time. Oh, he's whacked it. He's edged it over gully. I've lost it. And it's gone for 4 again. Well, maybe today's the day. Oh, too fast for gully and all the way for 4. As we thought, Curran out because he's genuine trash. Overton called in for his 6th over. Now you can see stamina has hit the deck a little bit. He bowls a juicy half volley. Pjizma leans on it and it goes all the way for 4. What a start to the morning for the Outlaws. Still got 3 slips, a gully, a backward point and a forward point. And this time Pjizma whacks it straight through both of them. What is the point? I don't know. Back-to-back boundaries, get him in. Verdi back into the attack. We've found ourselves in a bit of a slump here. Lots of dot balls. You can't seem to get him away. He tosses this one up and we work it past mid-wicket in front of square leg and we're back in the runs. Well, it's been a genuine boundary fest. Pjizma, I reckon's hit about 6 already. This time, he gets a nice one from Verdi, in which, oh, it's misfielded again and it's gone for 4. Oh, scenes. Well, Pij just lays into it here, thinking, yep, simple single, down to mid-off, all good. Old mate, don't know what he's been doing, but he literally runs over it and gives Pij 4 the things you love to see. Today is our day. A dot ball pressure built up by Surrey, only to be let down by the field. Verdi continues, he changes his plan, and that's really well bowled, actually. The intensity has been brought. Running in between wickets, the boundaries come and Verdi has to change his plan. Pjizma again lays into this one, down to mid-on. We're going to keep it at 1. No stress, Slater. You're on the treadmill. We get it, bro. Suck shit, Tommy Curran. And that is 50. Get him up, you absolute shagger! The things you love to see. Another French cut. 10 boundaries in the 50. Curran comes in. Pjizma plays and misses. It doesn't matter. He's none for 45 off 6.3. The last ball of the 21st. We've brought up 50. Can we bring up 50 for Curran as well? Genuine spud. It's wide and Pjizma thrashes it over the practice wickets. Deal with that, you spud. Like we said, go get a haircut. You stink. Once they start spinning in tandem, we could be in trouble. So far, so good. Moriarty tosses this one up. Pjizma hits it through extra cover. Boy, oh boy, he is finding gaps today bigger than Alana Rhodes' documentary. Pij doing the bulk of the run scoring. Slater 28 off 67 looking good. Just the 2 men out on the boundary and Pjizma works it to that man on the mid-on fence. Just for 1. Hammer and nails out time start to build this innings. We said last episode to get from 50 to 80 is the hardest part, and it's going to be made even harder with 2 spinners now. Verdi in, Pjizma forward, checking his shot. The plan from Verdi is to bowl nice and straight. Mid-on goes back just a touch, and there we go. We play and miss. That's superb bowling from the spinner. Verdi comes in again for his 8th. The score's 125 for 1. Can Pjizma just get the boys to lunch? He bowls straight and... What on earth are you doing, you dead shit? We've got ourselves into a little bit of a hole here. You can tell by the balls that we've faced that we're struggling as we play in Mr. Moriarty. 2 words you certainly wouldn't associate with the skip. Moriarty comes in. 5.3 bowled. He tosses this one up and Pjizma's edged it. He's edged it. No! 2 words you certainly wouldn't associate with the skip. Moriarty comes in. 5.3 bowled. He tosses this one up and Pjizma's edged it. He's edged it. No! Well, would you read about it? Moriarty comes through and he picks him up. Oh, the thickest of edges. And Moriarty does the trick. Pjizma gone for yet another 50. And it's 2 for 137. And another disappointing way to get out. It's yet another spinner. Nottinghamshire all out for 252 after 72.2. Pjizma top scoring. Benny Slater doing all right with a 50. It wasn't quite the batting collapse that we've seen over the last couple of episodes. At least we have a solid-ish total on the board. It's a good batting wicket. The bowlers have certainly done all right for Surrey, but now it is time for the boys to fly. Surrey currently trail by 218 runs. We're going to pick up play in the 8th over. Big Pish has been given the red ball. He's fresh. Hashim Amla is on strike. Let's see how he goes out in the middle. Well, yes, it is game time. Only 10 wickets in his 10 matches. He'll be looking to improve on that today. He rolls in and he bowls fast at the body of Patel, who's back and hitting that to mid-on for no run. 2 slips, a gully, a backward point and a forward point. We're going to bowl some good length balls here in which Patel's leaving. Boy, look at the carry on that. It's a good time to bowl. We've got something to bowl at least. Pjizma's in again, and this is hitting Patel. Goes to second slip. The boys make some noise. That's just going to fire him up even more. I hate being slashed in this game on a good length. Oh, talk about slashing. He finds the edge. It goes through gully, and Pjizma concedes his first boundary. Well, that's brought about a change in the field. We do need to bowl with a third man. I don't care what you say. As the next ball's in and Patel is defending. The last ball of the first over. So far, so good. A classic edge for 4 and Patel gets forward defence. And after 8 overs, Surrey 38 for 1. You can see Amla hiding down the other end. He wants nothing to do with Pij. We start the second over and Patel slashes. He slashes with risk, but he gets away with it. Hits it through extra cover and he's going to pick up a couple. We're going to try the outswinger. I'm enjoying this line and length from Pij. Can we find an uppish shot from Patel? We can't. He gets forward and he leaves it through. Patel currently playing the role of Pjizma. He's going at almost a runner ball. The last of the 10th is a beautifully shaped in-swinger from Pij. And Surrey, a 40 for 1. So it was just the 2 overs before we were spelled for 40 of them. We rejoin play at 170 for 5. And a real interesting part of the game as Pjizma's first ball to steal is uppish to mid-off. All we can do is bend the back and hope for the best. We've got Big Wayne umpiring our end as we're in, and Steely, you're leaving that very close to your off-peg, son. We don't get Amla, but we can get Ollie Pope. He stands at the other end, 19 off 44. We go with the Yorker again. We make some noise. We're just letting him know that we are there or thereabouts. And talk about bending the back. That is exactly what he is doing. Straight into Steele here. It's fast, and Steele throws his hands through this to cover again for no run. Well, it's a build-up of dot balls here. Steele doesn't want to hit it. Pjizma's going to bowl at him. He goes again and he hits him. Probably a little bit too high, but boy, momentum has swung the Outlaws' way here. Couple balls left in the over. Can we find an edge or the stumps or something? He lofts it on the back foot, Steele, this time. You can't tell me that it wasn't pre-meted. He's going to do his best to get back for 2, and that is exactly what they do. Last ball of the 4th. Didn't really appreciate that back foot shot. So we're going to drive one into the ground, and again he gets on the back foot. Pats it out to mid-wicket, and after 49, Surrey trail by 74. This game is shaping up to be a cracker. Pjizma in, he bowls the leg, Carter and Steele steps across, the ball flies over the practice wickets, and it goes all the way for 4. Going to keep short mid-wicket in. We'll show him square leg, see if he's good enough to hit it there again. And Pjizma's line and length is absolutely on the money at 152 clicks. He steams in again. In swinger, he beats the bat. That is beautifully bowled, big fella. And just like that, Pjizma was only given the 6 overs to bowl. Surrey all out for 233 in the 69th over. No one getting 50, no one picking up 5 for. Pjizma thinking that there might be a few more internal dramas. He's confused. He's been put out in the middle. Tommy Curran's picked up 1 wicket. There's 0 runs on the board. Nottinghamshire lead by 19. The bloke's got to put his head down. He's got to get out there and he's got to win his county a game. What more do you want from the big dog? We'll catch ya out in the middle. And in he comes, fired up as always. He's got one more ball to get through from Tommy Curran, who's taken a wicket. No runs on the board. It's a short ball and he goes back. He hits it to cover and says, Tommy Curran, you're not ending with a wicket maiden, bro. Get back to the top of your run-up and get a haircut. Well, there is plenty of time in this game. We are still on day 2. We talk about a positive mindset. We get a short ball. And Pjizma smokes it all the way to Tommy Curran at fine leg for 1. 3 slips, a gully, a forward point. Fairly bog standard to start an innings. And Tommy Curran has his tail up. He's in. He bowls on Pjizma's legs. And you know exactly what that means. He just clips it in behind. Can the boys come back for 3? Pjizma tries to call Clarkey through. And he says, no, thank you. Absolutely slapped Curran first innings. I know there are a few edges there or thereabouts, but it was the spinners that brought us unstuck. And we go again. He bowls short, and Pjizma again with that mistimed pull shot is lucky enough to plug it over mid-on all the way for 4. Got to be so careful with that back foot shot. I have no idea why we don't hook the balls. Curran's in. The boys are screaming. Pjizma gets an inside edge, runs down the other end. What's going on here? The umpire says not out. Shut up, Tom. If he goes short, I'm going to smash it. Simple as that. I'll go over point if I have to. He's on a length, and Pjizma, instead of going over point, leans into this. He hits him through the V like the player he is, and it goes all the way to the boundary for 4 more. Last ball of the 8th. There's the half volley. Pjizma waits. He doesn't quite get it away. Mid-on picks it up, turfs it in to the keeper, and after 8 overs, Nottingham 26 for 1. Got to try and get away these medium paces before the spinners come on. Over to Nian. Pjizma works this one through mid-wicket. Is it going to beat the sweeper? Yes, it does. Well, it's brilliant batting from the great man. The medium paces go short, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, just when you thought they only had 2, Steele comes into the attack. They've got 3 spinners. What is going on? He bowls all right as well. Pjizma panic punts. He hits it to point and he scampers through for 1. Oh, and another one comes in. How many have you got? Verdi comes in. Pjizma's going to pre-med him and set the tone early. He does. There's a sweeper at backward square. Oh, and he gets there. Can we come back for 3? No, we can't, because Joe Clark's on the treadmill. Wake up. We have to stick to the sweep. Pre-med again. It's straight. It's on his legs. If he misses, it's LBW, but he's good enough to hit it. Can they come back for 2? No, they can't. Steele continues. The lead is 63. We do not need a Nottingham collapse here. Pjizma in, and again, hitting that to the practice wickets. Oh no, he's called him through for 2. A direct hit and he's gone. Oh boy. Suicide. I mean, if we can get 250 in front, maybe 300. They've got Hashim Amla. He doesn't mess about. Oh boy. Steele around the wicket. Short ball. Pitch goes back and he cuts. He cuts beautifully. There's the loose ball from Steele. It's not going to go for 4, but enough to again pick up a couple. Gee, don't you love momentum swings in 4-day cricket? The last ball of the 15th over. Steele comes in. He bowls it wide. Pjizma pats it through the cover region. Is it going to go all the way for 4? It does. 15 overs bowled, 61 for 1. Have some of that. Steele continues round the wicket. No sign of Moriarty yet. He bowls into that gap where Pjizma just launches. Picks up a single to the sweeper. You can see Verdi's more at the stumps. Steele a lot further outside off. This time he attacks the stumps, and you don't do that because Pjizma's all over it. He hits him through the onside. Oh, the fielder makes a desperate lunge, and again Clark Costin. Pjizma runs. Halfway through Verdi's over, 76 for 1. Pjizma steps on this. Yes. He hits it through extra cover. He took a risk. It went for 4. And there is back to back 50s for the big man. He's putting the Outlaws on his back. Counter-attack and a positive mindset. Look at him go. Off spin, leg spin, fast or medium, whatever you got. Throw it at him. Throw it at him. He tries his best. This time he tickles it in to mid-wicket. He doesn't get down the other end, but he's pumped. Now we need to convert. Square leg and mid-wicket come up. We pre-meant to vert. He bowls a stinking delivery, and that deserved everything that it got. Well, what are you doing, Verds? He hasn't learnt. He bowls there again, and Pjizma goes back to back. Why does he even run? That's disrespectful. There's 4 more. A short leg, 1 slip, a gully, no cover. Mid-wicket, deep backward square and a fine leg. Interesting feel for the short ball. And this one hits Pjizma in the face. Oh boy. Statement made. Well, Moriarty into the attack, and he's round the wicket. To which Pjizma sweeps, and he sweeps fine. Does he get all of it? I don't think he does. Maybe a nah. It goes for 4. Well, a change of plan is not working. Surrey have kind of lost the plot a little bit here. Pjizma goes, oh no! What's he done? Oh, Wayno's given him! This time from round the wicket, Pjizma goes to whip it off his legs. Oh, that is salmon trout. That is the easiest decision. And again, he's out in the 60s. What is going on? These off spinners have him on toast. 2 for 93, the Outlaws. And in trouble. And trouble it was. The Outlaws once again getting knocked over for 250 or just over. That man Tom Curran picking up 4 for 55. But the main story coming out of this one is Pjizma gets to 60 and he goes out again. We laughed at Moriarty. We swept him. We had the plan to him. And then once we stepped away from it, he trapped us in front. Salmon trout, big Wayne Kerr giving it, and now we have it all ahead of us. We're going to pick up play in the 14th over. Jimmy Pattinson and Pjizma Pant steaming in. Surrey 49 for 1, and they need 229 to win. The bloke hasn't been given much of a bowl. Let's see what's in store for him. Can he pick up a couple of poles? But most importantly, can the Outlaws get the win? And here he is, frustrated, angry, doesn't know what to do. But boy, all you got to do is back your ability. The first ball from Patel gets late cut. What are you doing? Well, it's a tough total to defend. They've got off to a good start. So where do you put your field? Oh, you put one at third man to stop the boundary. So we're going to get a look at Geddes here. He looks like he's going to put his foot down. We're going to bowl in nice and tight to him, and he's back and he's defending. You can see that we're bowling without a point. We can't give him any width. We're going to be at him on the top of off and make him play through the V. The ball is relatively new. The last ball of the 14th. Can we try the in-swinger? We can. And he pushes this to mid-on and no run, which concludes the 14th at 54 for 1. Hopefully our first spell is a little longer than 2 overs. We steam in again to the left-hander. We're there and we make him play. These are good signs here. We had some success against Patel first innings, but it was more of a plan that we looked to succeed as he's back and he's punching to cover. Here we have the big inducker. Oh, look at the pace on that. He's in his grill too, letting him know that we're here to win. Last ball of the 16th. 5-dot balls looking hot. Oh, we entice the drive. He hits it to cover, no run. And after 16, it's 63 for 1. Well, we pick up a third over. Pattinson picks up a wicket and it is now 65 for 2. As Patel gets forward, he slashes. This is outside of his game. And look what pressure can do to this Surrey lineup. We get a look at the new batsman, Smith. He loves a hook shot, so we've got a heavily packed leg side field. The first ball is at his scon and he gets underneath it. Short mid-wicket, short leg, deep backward square, fall into the trap. We know you love it as he's underneath another one. And Pitch is letting him know about it. Well, he's bringing something to this game, a little bit of flair. It's what the Outlaws need. Is he's there? Oh, he's there or thereabouts. And Smith is tickling down to fine leg. The last ball of our third to Smith. We go in with another bouncer. He's underneath it again. And after 18, Surrey, 68 for 2. So a cheeky little spell for Pjizma. He's back in the attack. The 32nd over sees, Surrey 115 for 3 as Smith's on the back foot. And he's fending this one out to cover for a single. We get a look at Ben, folks. Once again, we bowl with no points, so we've got to be straight. We're there, and he French cuts it. Boy, oh boy, would you read about it. It goes all the way for 4. I'm done. Oh, that is a coach killer. Picking up 4 easy chocolates there as the next ball he lets through, and Pjizma's in his grill. Well, he's bowled without luck for the last 6 months, it feels. He rolls in again to Folks, who's on the back foot. And he's hitting this out to short mid-wicket. Boy, we are in for a tight finish here. Surrey not too far away with 7 wickets in hand. We keep them on our toes. We've bowled a lot of short stuff. Now it's time for the full one. Can it rip his stumps out the ground? It can't. Pij misses a return catch. We go again. The signs are good. Oh, and he edges it to gully this time. There is plenty happening. Last ball of Pjizma's 5th. Folks. Oh, he edges it to second slip. And boy, oh boy. Oh, I don't know what to say. You can see that Folks doesn't like the Yorker. He wants to get forward to it. This time we snick him off. There you go. The plan is there and Wayne gives it. How good is that from the big red? Yorker, 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 Yorker. Good length. Find the edge. Second slip. In. Surrey lose a wicket. And Pjizma's got one on the board. Beautiful bowling. Surrey 4 down. Folks on his way. And they need to push it uphill for a victory here. Well, Ollie Pope is in the game and the big red is fired up. He's going to break his toes. First ball is there and Pope is defending. Oh, he's turned this game. Oh, how exciting is that? Ollie Pope, deal with this. He does. He hits it to short mid-wicket for none. Don't you love it when plans work? Pij rolls in. Oh, Pope punches him down the ground and he does beautifully. The England international probably going to pick up 4. Yes, he is. So the last ball of his 6th. It's been a successful over. We bowl into Pope here who leaves it. And after 36 overs, Surrey 132 for 4. You'd think he was going to get a spell after that over, but boy, you can't take him off now as we're in. How is that, Smithy? Give it. Give it. Wayne. This bloke is making things happen. We've normally gone short to Smith. This time we go full and short legs in the game. We've got him at short leg. Pjizma's picked up 2. We put the short leg in there. He takes it. He's got the helmet cam on. It doesn't matter. Jamie Smith on your bike. 5 for 137. Pjizma's got 2 and Steele comes into bat. Oh boy. He's going to bowl him to victory. Surely. Surely. He's into... Oh! Well, if that doesn't fire you up, I do not know what does. I can't even speak right now. The last ball of Pjizma's 7th. He's picked up wickets in his last 2. We lengthen up Steele. He goes back. He looks tentative. Pjizma throws it back to the keeper. And after 38, it's 137 for 5. Well, let me tell you this right now. No point, no cover, no worries. The leg side field is where it's at, and Pjizma goes short to Steele. Says, hey, you're going to get a few more of them, big dog. He's got absolutely nothing left in the tag. He steams in, he bowls straight, and Steele looks ugly. So the last ball of what has been a very good over. He steams in, he swings it in, it turns into a full toss. They get no run. And there's 40 overs bowled at 143 for 5. So Pjizma spelled 8 overs, 3 maidens, 2 for 19. He still has nothing left in the tank, but you bend your back for the Outlaws as his first ball to Overton gets pierced behind square for a couple. It's 180 for 7. 3 wickets for less than 100s. All the Outlaws need is Overton gets in behind this and he tucks it down a fine leg for 1. I reckon this will be the last over for Pjizma. He's got nothing left. He bowls a nice ball to Overton, who leaves. He's contributed 2 big 50s and 2 very important wickets. Oh, oh, wow. You're lucky. A handy over. This is probably the last in his spell. Pjizma rolls in. He's at the body. It gets defended by Steele. And after 53, Surrey 189 for 7. And that was all she wrote. Surrey knocked over for 206 in the 58th over. And look at the bowling figures. Pjizma Pant picking up 2 for 24, contributing to a Nottinghamshire win, finally in the red ball tournament. The boys were bottom of the ladder. They lost 3 or 4 in a row, and now they are back. The man of the match, Pjizma Pant, picking up 2 60s and a 2 for, and the Outlaws putting together a performance that hopefully picks up a little bit more momentum for them as they go throughout. But boy, oh boy, pure excitement for the Outlaws. The boys will be out on the lash tonight. No doubt they'll be at the strippers because they deserve it. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode. Thank you so much for being with us. Finally, something to cheer about. A little bit of success for the Outlaws and Pjizma himself. But if you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below, or maybe even catch us in one of our live streams over on Twitch. But until then, guys, look after yourselves and those around you, and I will catch you in the next one.